All right, test one, two, test one, two. Yes, Anthony F. Pantherware LLC. I am a week late. My apologies. Um, you have entered into the mind of a music publisher who has tried to place music for 5 years, did not successfully do so, but learned a lot from my personal experiences and others. So I wrote a book, How to Make Money with Music, which is ironic because I did not make money with music the traditional way, but I did make money with music. As I mentioned, through merchandise, which we'll go into that in a couple of chapters. Last episode, I spoke about the chapter on music streaming and digital platforms in our book, How to Make Money with Music, that's now on Amazon. And this episode, we're going to talk about our nemesis, YouTube and video monetization. YouTube is a strange beast. You want to tame it, but you don't want to rely on it to feed you because it's somebody else's platform. And if you've been paying attention throughout the internet world, things that you once depend on, sometimes platforms will change for their business purposes, and they'll leave you high and dry. You remember the great high and dry Twitter incident that happened years ago, where there was like a good amount of Twitter apps that was using Twitter's API or application data interface, protocol interface, and Twitter said, you know what? We're going to shut that off or down. And they did, and 1,000 good Twitter apps died. They no longer were connected to the Twitter feed, the Twitter API, and therefore lost their whole business cycle, lost their whole business model. So YouTube has done a lot of tumultuous things throughout its history. A lot more people were making money from YouTube years ago than they are now. YouTube changed their rules. It used to be that if you got at least one viral video, you can put ads on your videos and make money. And then they changed the rules where you have to have 1,000 followers. That was their basement. I believe it was 1,000. And okay, that was attainable for some. And they changed their rules again. Lately, I just looked at it a couple of days ago, and now you have to have a certain amount of short videos also, because that's the new thing, the short videos, because of Instagram, TikTok. Now YouTube wants to do it too, and they integrate it into their professional side, their creative side, where you have to have a certain amount of short videos also for a certain amount of views. So yeah, the more hurdles they put up, the more unattractive, can I use that word, that YouTube looks for a musician. But it is a factor, so we have to address the elephant in the room. YouTube and video monetization. So what I wrote, it goes a little something like this. YouTube and video monetization. YouTube serves as a powerful platform for musicians to share their music videos, live performances, vlogs, and behind the scenes content, BTS. By joining the YouTube Partner Program, artists can monetize their channels through ad revenue, sponsorships, merchandise sales, and fan funding, creating engaging visual content, optimizing search engine rankings, and leveraging YouTube's monetization features can significantly contribute to a musician's income stream. So yes, I'm laughing as I read this because these are things that you will hire somebody to do. All these cool terminologies: optimizing search engine rankings, leveraging YouTube's monetization features, creating engaging visual content. You're a musician. You make music. You ain't got time to play around with other stuff. Sadly, though, in today's world, because record labels are the bad guy and indie artists are the heroes, There's a lot of responsibility now on the indie artists. The independent artists now have to learn a lot of new things that the record label used to do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's circle back here to some familiar terms, familiar yet head scratching terms. All right, so you can put on YouTube your music videos that you might have, which is great. That's free, no charge. Put it up there. Tell everybody to look at your videos that you might have done yourself. You might have paid directors to do, and or of your live performances. And that's a great idea. Also, as a side, with live performances, make sure that you document those with your PRO also. We'll get into that couple of chapters down, but I want to mention it now. So when we get to it, you'll say, okay. And put two and two together. Make sure you document your live performances with your PRO. If you have time and you like to share your creative process, you can create a vlog, such a silly word, on YouTube, where you just basically record yourself, maybe screenshot. You don't want to give them the secret sauce of how you make your music, but throw them a bone or two. Nothing. The best promotion is free promotion. So if you make a lot of songs and you want to, give up one song to show how you do it, so your fans can understand you. I did that with my jazz song. I made a 1950, 1960-ish bebop jazz song from scratch on Apple. Forget the name of the software. And because I was proud of it, because I love jazz, I recorded the whole process and I put it on YouTube, and I got a fair amount of hits. So you want to do that? That's fine. Do the behind the scene contents of your shows, your thinking processes, things like that. Your potential fans want to know you, and once they know you, then they'll enjoy your music. That is preached daily. Music is great, but music with a message is even better. Ari says that too. So, as mentioned, by joining the YouTube Partner Program, which you can only do if you jump over a couple of hurdles, then you can monetize your channels with ads. Now, it mentions when I did my research that sponsorships come with YouTube Partner Program also. Sometimes you can get that without the YouTube Partner Program, but I think legally is easier. Also, with the YouTube Partner Program, you're allowed to connect certain merchandise apps like Shopify. Is it T Republic? A couple of other third-party merchandise places that you can put your clothes or your design up on clothes, and then connect it to YouTube, and then it'll pop up down on the bottom, so that your followers, your listeners, can buy your merchandise also. So you definitely want to check out those verticals. And when I say vertical, it means something that's on top of your original product that you can make money off of. So you make money with your music. That's your base product. The vertical to that would be what we're talking about: your merchandise, your swag, your videos here, even your podcasts, if you so choose, as well as streaming sites that play your music. Those are verticals that are connected to your product that you make money off of. So make sure that you have verticals to your music. And we'll continue to go on that. We'll build that illustration as we go along. So that's what you want to do. If you are the kind of person, the extrovert, that likes creating engaging visual content, you can do that. Canva is crazy now. They changed the terms and services, so read it carefully. But they do have a lot of free bells and whistles that you can add to videos with your music. Nowadays, all the social sites except for LinkedIn, I believe, allow you to add music to your posts. What is the new Facebook, Twitter? Threads. Threads does not yet allow you to add music to your pictures. like Instagram, but Threads do allow you to upload video. So definitely upload your video to Threads also. And if you have programs that upload your one video to multiple places, that's great. Facebook does that. If you take a picture of you at your performance, at your desk, your studio equipment, and you have a story to tell, write that on Facebook. And then if you're on your phone, especially on Android, I can't talk about the iPhone. My iPhone's sitting over there. I don't even use it. On Android, the option is to also share to Instagram in the top right. So when you make your post on Facebook, it goes to Instagram. And if you have your Instagram set up to automatically go to your Facebook page, your personal post from Facebook will go to your Instagram page, which will then go to your Facebook business brand page. So those are the things you want to connect. You want to spread your music as far and wide as you can. It's annoying, it's tedious, but it's worth it. I can't really paint a better picture. It's like making your music. You don't want to get lazy with your music because they don't sound lazy. So the same way with spreading your music, you want to be detailed as you can, as authentic as you can. People will listen to it. People will watch it. Oh, yes. The other thing, which connects to the streaming episode we did last time, as well as YouTube. So YouTube has put itself in a bind. They twisted itself together like a pretzel. So you can stream your music via DistroKid and TuneCore to YouTube Music, now called. And on YouTube itself, when you upload your music via distributor, a profile page is made of your artist, of you. And that's where your music can be played all at the same time on YouTube, as well as YouTube Music. So if you search a YouTube artist page, then they will allow you to connect your YouTube artist page to your personal YouTube account. That way you can put everything under your umbrella. You can look at your stats to see how your music is being played on YouTube. There's also YouTube Music Artist page. See what I'm getting here? Yet another YouTube page where you can connect to your YouTube Music Artist profile and claim that also. Check your stats, engage with your listeners, see what they listen to more of, and if you're that kind of person, aim towards that kind of music that you're listening to that you have already put out. So YouTube is like shattered mirror. There's multiple profiles. You have to wrangle all together, but it's worthwhile. If you have questions, you can always ask me. I'm Anthony Ferry on LinkedIn. You can ask me on Pantherware LLC on LinkedIn, Pantherware LLC in YouTube. You can, as a matter of fact, this episode will also be on YouTube as a podcast. I believe I left the comments open there, so you can leave the comments there. Be nice. It's being pushed out on Twitter. You can comment there on Twitter also. And I think it's onto my Facebook page also. And to the website, pantherware.com. So if you have any questions on how to do what I'm saying, feel free to ask how to do that. And I'll try to make time for you. Okay? We're all trying to win together, No need to be greedy. Tons of music, tons of listeners, tons of money out there. And if you just take your time, keep planting your seeds, they will eventually grow and they will eventually bring back a profit. Eventually. But that's not the main game. Main game is making that product, the music. All right? So I've rambled on enough. Thanks for listening for this week, where we talked about YouTube and video monetization. Take care.